Aloha, welcome back. As you can see, it's a little dim in here. It's a very cold, dreary, rainy spring day, but that's okay because we're not going to be spending a lot of time in here today. I'm going to take you outside to the Kalahari. No, not the Kalahari Desert in southern Africa, but the Kalahari Resort in the Pocono Mountains of Pennsylvania. Now, I was there when it first opened about 7 years ago. We were with a group called Foodie Chats, and before they opened it up to us so we could go around to each of the eateries and restaurants at the resort and tweet about it and Instagram it and all that other good stuff to give them publicity. Okay, free food, paid hotel for the night, I'm all for it. This is the perfect summer vacation in the middle of winter. And by the time we got up to the mountains, it almost reminded me of Dr. Zhivago when he goes back to that palace and it's all encased in ice. I'm probably being dramatic, but that's what it kind of reminded me of. There were icicles all over the trees. But once we got inside, again, it was a beautiful warm temperature, but things had changed a lot. I love the wave pool, and I remember the morning I got up, it must have been 9, 10 o'clock in the morning. I sat there with my cup of coffee, my feet in the water, the nice little wave pool. But as you could see, now this place is packed. It's hard to get into. You need reservations in advance. I'm glad it became a big success for them, and I'm glad they made it through the pandemic. So as you can imagine, they have all sorts of activities for the kids, and for the adults they got weight rooms and tennis courts and swimming pools. There's a convention center there. There's plenty of activities. When we were there, the woman giving us the tour told us that they collected a lot of handmade arts and crafts from the people of Africa. They just didn't want to put up some generic thing made in a factory in the United States or China or wherever. They said they actually went to Africa and got a lot of the artwork. Most of the tables were gone early in the morning, but if you were staying there, you got your own private little hut. They had a tiki bar, and they have this underground hot tub with the swim-up bar. It's really a pretty cool concept. And there's a statue of Captain Morgan right out front, so they must have a deal with the people at Captain Morgan, because this drink that they had was called Captain's Coco. And they put it in this tall souvenir glass, and this holds about 24 ounces. Now, I filled it up with ice to see how much liquid it would hold, and there was about 12 ounces of ice, and about another 8 ounces of liquid if you leave a little bit of room for the garnish. And the reason why I did this is I wanted to get the proportions correct for the drink. Plus, you want to be responsible. You want to know how much you're drinking. You don't want to have more than 2 of these and go on any of the water activities, especially if there's young kids around. So it's good to know how much you're drinking. And $27, I guess, for 2 drinks isn't bad. You know, after you leave a $3 tip, that's $15 a drink, and that's probably the going rate at some place like this. But today, since I'm only making one, I'm going to use this other glass so we could just build it as a single serve. We're going to be using orange juice, pineapple juice, coconut cream, and of course Captain Morgan spiced rum. Now I imagine you could use any spiced rum, and I have another favorite, but I said to myself, this is what they made it with, this is the flavor profiles it has, let's give it a chance. And I see they changed the label on this. I don't drink spiced rum. Very, very rarely. I like actually the Stroh's Jaeger tea. That stuff is delicious. This is made with real Madagascar vanilla, Caribbean rum, spices, and other natural flavors. So like I said, let's give this a shot and see how it tastes. Let's give it a shot. Wow, that is really tasty. And you know, the nutmeg garnish really adds to the experience. You can smell it and you can taste it. Tiki is all about escapism. This doesn't have to be in the winter, but it's especially good in the winter. You just need that break from all the icy cold weather. You can't get on a plane. You're only an hour or two drive away. This is the place to go. Till next time, mahalo and cheers.
Isn't happy hour anytime?